Hey everyone, and greetings once again from Radio Wasteland Records. It is time for us to take a quick check into some of the new releases headed to an independent record store near you. And we are in the thick of the Christmas shopping season, and that means the Christmas shipping season too. So for those of you local, we may end up not getting things right away in our normal shipping time frame. So we'll kind of play that by ear. But regardless, we'll still get the stuff in here eventually. Now, with the upcoming week's stuff, we're just going to take a look at the highlights. As always, the list is way too big to get into in a short video. So if you'd like to see everything that's coming out for this upcoming week, all you have to do is head over to our website at radiowasteland.com. From there, look on the front page for the upcoming releases link. Click on that and you'll see a PDF list of everything, and I mean everything, there is coming out for this upcoming week. Right now, though, let's take a quick look at the upcoming releases scheduled for Friday, the 12th of December, 2025. Just a few things on the new release front, and we're starting off with something brand new from the band Goose, and this is called Chain Your Dragon. Not just chain your dragon. We'll call it that. Our description says that Goose is releasing their 5th studio album, Chain Your Dragon. And this follows a release earlier this year of Everything Must Go way back in April. But the new album welcomes listeners to a rich, fully realized world of music and familiar characters, beckoning them to follow the lights and sounds through the dingy barrooms and late nights on the road that dissolve into the clarity of a fresh dawn. Chain Your Dragon showcases Goose's versatility, laying down 70s-infused rock songs that feel lived in and come to life through improvisation. So that's a fun description regardless, but Chain Your Dragon from Goose. This is a triple LP, so the price is up there a little bit. Looks like black vinyl only available to us. The suggested retail price on that is $57. 2 versions of a brand new one from Portugal the Man. This is called Shish. And our description says that over the past decade, Portugal the Man has established themselves as one of rock's most prized possessions and live phenomenon, with over 1,600 shows under their belts and a storied reputation as festival favorites. And originally heralding from Alaska, they're now a Portland-based band. I think I knew that. And so they've got this brand new album coming out called Shish. There are 2 versions that we're seeing here. One is an Echo Red vinyl. I believe that is the standard release. Don't worry, no seals were used in the creation of this album, I hope at least. $29 is the suggested retail price for that. And the indie exclusive version of Shish from Portugal the Man is on something called Denali Blue LP. $29 is the suggested retail price for that one. So if you're interested in that, just make sure that you let us know which version you are looking for. Finally, on the new release front, we've got a live one coming from King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. This is King Gizzard Europe 25, a triple LP on colored vinyl. It does not say what colored vinyl is. The cover just screams Grateful Dead, sorry. $60 is the suggested retail price for this one. Onward now, though, to the reissue scheduled for the 12th of December. And we have got a big anniversary coming up, and this is from Pink Floyd and Wish You Were Here. We are marking the 50th anniversary of the release of this album with something called Wish You Were Here 50. Couple of different versions of this, so kind of hang with me while we get through them. The description starts off by saying Wish You Were Here 50 gives fans an exciting new perspective into one of Pink Floyd's most iconic and best-loved records. This 50th anniversary edition features the original album plus 2 extra records of studio rarities, including previously unreleased alternate versions and demos, presenting Pink Floyd's 8th studio album in a brand new way that demands repeat listening. So this is a triple LP 50th anniversary edition pressed on 180-gram black vinyl. This base release contains the original 1975 album plus 9 bonus tracks. And those bonus tracks, by the way, as we mentioned, contain 9 studio rarities, 6 of which have never been released in any way. 4 of these are mixed by James Guthrie and 2 original studio mixes. So this first version of the Wish You Were Here 50 has that triple LP on black vinyl set. $73 is the suggested list price for that one. Now, next up is a big box set. It is the deluxe edition of Wish You Were Here 50. This contains everything that the 3-album set has, except it's coming on crystal clear vinyl. But also included on this big deluxe box set is a Blu-ray with a Dolby Atmos mix, again for the first time by James Guthrie, plus 25 bonus tracks made up of 9 studio rarities and 16 live recordings captured by renowned bootlegger Mike Millard at Pink Floyd's Los Angeles Sports Arena concert in April of 1975. this is now receiving its first official release. The live audio, by the way, has been meticulously restored and remastered by none other than Steven Wilson. The Blu-ray also gives fans the chance to see 3 concert screen films from the band's 1975 tour, plus a Storm Thurgeson short film. All in all, this deluxe box set has 2 CDs, 4 LPs on that crystal clear vinyl, and exclusive to this expanded set is the 4th record, Live at Wembley. Plus, this has a replica Japanese 7-inch single of Have a Cigar and Welcome to the Machine, a hardcover book including some unseen photographs, and a comic book tour program and a Nebworth poster. Holy cow, that's a lot of stuff in this big box set. So the Pink Floyd Wish You Were Here expanded deluxe edition box set on the clear vinyl with the DVD, the single, the poster, the booklet, all of the goodies. $260 is the list price for that one. Having said that, however, looking at the Pink Floyd website, they are selling this on pre-order for $250. So for any of you that wish to order this through us, we will match that list price at $250 for the big Pink Floyd box set. But if this is something you want, please let us know. We're not likely to have many extras ordered. Plus, I don't know what the run is going to be on this, so they could end up being hard to get. So if you need one, you want one, let us know, and we'll do our best to get that for you at the $250 mark. Now, both of those are expensive, and there is a third version which is not directly connected to the Pink Floyd Wish You Were Here 50th anniversary set, coming from Sony Legacy. This one, though, is coming from Sony UK. It is an import version of Wish You Were Here, coming on yellow flame-colored vinyl. So it's kind of a cool one as well. But being an import single LP version of this, it's going to be a little more expensive as well. And this one is just the original album, so none of the extra goodies that come in the anniversary sets. $47, though, is the suggested list price for the import version of Wish You Were Here, coming on that flame-colored vinyl. But come on, that does look kind of cool, doesn't it? Elsewhere in non-Pink Floyd reissues coming up on the 12th, we've got this one from the band, and it is a reissue of the best of the band, newly remastered and for the first time being pressed on 180-gram vinyl. And again, the notes say that this is the first time on vinyl in decades. It, of course, includes songs like The Wait, The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down, and Up on Cripple Creek, plus many, many more. The best of the band, 180-gram black vinyl, $28 for a suggested list price on this. There's kind of a psychedelic one from Richie Havens and a reissue of Alarm Clock, coming on a green swirl-colored vinyl. Long-awaited reissue, according to our description of Alarm Clock, one of Richie Havens' most iconic albums, unavailable on vinyl for decades and recorded amidst the Vietnam War's turmoil and the tragic Kent State shootings of 1970. Alarm Clock was Havens' urgent wake-up call to a generation, a powerful warning against overreaching governments. So this reissue includes 2 never-before-released tracks entitled Nobody Knows and a deeply moving rendition of Graham Nash's Military Madness. Alarm Clock by Richie Havens on this colored vinyl with a couple of extra tracks. $30 is the suggested list price for this. Changing genres just a little bit, we're getting another reissue of the Violent Femmes and their self-titled Violent Femmes. This reissue coming from Kraft Records on kind of a light blue colored vinyl. Could be very cool. $30 is the suggested list price for this. It is a limited edition blue colored vinyl, as we mentioned. On clear vinyl, we're getting this reissue of World Party and their Bang LP. And our description says, featuring the number 2 most downloaded and streamed hit, Is It Like Today? So this is going to be kind of a cool one. I said clear, I think, earlier, but this is actually on white colored vinyl. Bang from World Party. This one listing for about $25. Up next is a pair of releases from the Pogues. First up, we have Rum, Sodomy, and Lash, a 40th anniversary edition. Our description says that the Pogues, if you are unfamiliar, is a Celtic punk band from London. Okay, maybe we'll call them a little punkish. How's that? They reached their international prominence, by the way, in the 1980s and 1990s. So on this double LP reissue of Rum, Sodomy, and the Lash, lots of good stuff on here, by the way. We get this coming on red marble-colored vinyl, $35 for a suggested list price for this. And then we have a reissue of Fairy Tale of New York from the Pogues. This one is a picture disc. It's one of those Zoetrope picture discs. Our description says that it is a limited edition 12-inch vinyl EP featuring Zoetrope imagery based on the classic Fairy Tale of New York music video. So this EP includes the original version, an instrumental version, and a rare live version of Dirty Old Town recorded in 1987. That's a cool song, one of their biggest ones, actually. Also included from the same December 1987 Glasgow show is a completely unheard and unreleased live version of Fairy Tale of New York, recorded for the first time the band ever played that track live. So a Zoetrope picture disc EP version of Fairy Tale of New York from the Pogues, $22 for a suggested list price on this. Other reissues scheduled for the 12th. We have got this one coming from the Counting Crows and Recovering the Satellites. This is a double LP black vinyl standard version. The album was remastered from the original quarter-inch production master tapes, by the way. This includes some classic songs like A Long December and Angels of the Silences. Double LP Recovering the Satellites from the Counting Crows on black vinyl, $33 for a suggested list price. Here is an anniversary edition coming from Blur and their The Great Escape album. Our description says that to celebrate 30 years of Blur's Great Escape, the band is releasing this 30th anniversary on double LP, which includes a bonus disc of rare B-sides which have never been released on vinyl before. This, by the way, was originally released in September of 1995, and this iconic album captured the spirit of Britpop at its peak and marked a defining moment in the band's career. So we are getting a double LP on colored vinyl, one blue, one yellow, from Blur, The Great Escape, and a suggested list price here of $45. Here's one from the band Brand New, and the album is The Devil and God Are Raging Inside of Me. This is the third studio album and the major label debut from Brand New, originally released in 2006 via Interscope Records. This reissue version is a standard black vinyl coming in a trifold jacket, double LP as we mentioned. The Devil and God Are Raging Inside Me from Brand New. This reissue coming in at a suggested list price of $38. Let's get to some Snoop Dogg up next and a reissue of The Dog Father. Our description says that this is the definitive sound of a rap legend's evolution. Originally released in 1996, The Dog Father is Snoop's defiant double platinum sophomore album with production helmed by Daz Dillinger. This album delivers an essential dose of laid-back G-funk, including the classic tracks Dog Father and Vapors. Two vinyl variations of this to choose from, a double LP on black vinyl from Snoop Doggy Dogg, $35 on that one, and then there is an indie exclusive coming on a gray marble-colored vinyl. This one also coming in at a suggested list price of $35. Then, not to be outdone, we've got two versions of Dog Food coming from the Dog Pound. The description says that this is a definitive death row classic, the Dog Pound's 1995 debut album, Dog Food, double platinum essential hitting #1 in the charts, featuring the fierce chemistry of Corrupt and producer Daz Dillinger. This album is pure, uncut G-funk. So there are also two versions of this, a double LP on black vinyl, $35 for a suggested list price. And then we have a purple vinyl colored version, this one being the indie exclusive, also $35 for a suggested retail price here. And because the world needs another Neil Diamond greatest hits, I'm kidding. This is some cool stuff. This is a reissue of Neil Diamond's all-time greatest hits. It is a great compilation, a 12-track edition of his greatest all-time hits, featuring, of course, I Am I Said, Play Me, Cracklin' Rose, and, of course, Sweet Caroline, inspired by songs highlighted in the upcoming feature film Song Sung Blue. Maybe that's out already, about a Neil Diamond tribute artist. This is the real stuff, though. All-time greatest hits from Neil Diamond, black vinyl, single LP, $28 for a suggested list price. And finally, we're getting a reissue of the Sabrina Carpenter Christmas EP called Fruitcake. This time, it's coming on clear-colored vinyl. Our description says that this is a limited edition, milky clear-colored vinyl. Fruitcake, the 6-track debut holiday EP from Sabrina Carpenter. I think this was just last year or the year before. This is a collection of 5 original songs alongside some fan favorites from Carpenter. So a clear vinyl version of Fruitcake from Sabrina Carpenter, her holiday EP. $30 is the suggested list price for this. And that is a quick check of some of the releases headed our way for Friday the 12th of December. If you're local and you see something you'd like us to get a hold of, just contact us here at the store. Keep in mind, shipping is a little odd, so a lot of our new releases have been showing up on late Thursday or Friday into the day of release. So hopefully we'll have them in time for you. But if you'd like to see the full list of everything we didn't get to talk about, head over to our website at radiowasteland.com. Look for that link. Click on that. You'll see the full list of everything coming out on the 12th. And like before, if you see something on that bigger list, lots of other cool stuff to get to in there, you can contact us here at the store and we will put in pre-orders for that stuff for you as well. So until next time, this is Jim from Radio Wasteland. As always, thank you so much for being here. Please make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff YouTube needs you to do, and we'll get along fine. Have a great one, and we'll talk to you next time from Radio Wasteland.